And, you know, that goes for all these baseline Trump supporters, too. You guys are buying into all the fake bullcrap just like everybody else. And you know it, but you're too cowardly to stand against it because you don't want the White House to think negatively of you. Or you want to stay on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, so you don't want to say the wrong thing. Or you're just, or you realize that, see, it's just, you don't actually do anything, but when you support the president and you got friends in the White House that retweet your stuff, then you feel kind of cool because you get a lot of retweets and likes. I bet it's real fun. But someday, all that will be gone. And you will wish that you had a spine to do something about it when it was happening. But it is Vanity Fair. And they're saying in Vanity Fair that Brad Parscale is about to be out the door. Now, when you read the story, there is confliction. People from inside Trump's campaign were reached out to that denied the veracity of this claim. However, there's no doubt that Brad Parscale has beyond crapped the bed as the campaign manager. Actually, you know what? I won't even give him that much credit because he hasn't even done that. He hasn't even done anything as the campaign manager. He hasn't even put out a Hershey squirt. This guy's such a nothing. Oh, but don't worry. He's got, 6 new automobiles and 5 new mansions because he's made hundreds of millions of dollars. Brad Parscale is the biggest grifter of the Trump movement. Literally, grifter number 1 is Brad Parscale. But I think you're onto something. Pardon Roger Stone, pardon Paul Manafort, and pardon Mike Flynn. Bring those guys back into the campaign. Let's start to fight back against this deep state. I mean, how many other people are there like you that maybe not necessarily like Trump, but they don't hate Trump, and they certainly don't like to see the censorship of President Trump and his supporters?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I'm not sure how many people are sort of neutral to the whole thing. I was only able to talk to the people that I was able to talk to. I guess you'd have to get a temperature check from everybody else, but I can tell you that for the most part, they hire these folks in, for the content moderation, they hire them in mostly blue cities, mostly blue states. So it's kind of a matter of course that all the people that you're going to get working this job are almost all, liberal, left-leaning types. I think I was probably one of only 2, maybe 3 people at my office that held remotely conservative viewpoints.
Of course, InfoWars has been banned from Facebook. I've been banned from Facebook. There was one point in time I lasted, I think it's still a record, less than 6 minutes on a Facebook account that I made.
Now, she didn't come to me and say, "Excuse me, sir, I couldn't help but notice you're not wearing a mask. Is there a reason why?" She said, "You can't fly on this airplane if you're not wearing a mask." And I said, "Well, that's actually not a federal law." And she said, "It is the law." And at that point, she went and got another flight attendant who backed her up and said, "Yes, this is the law." And I said, "It's not. That's not the law." And then it kind of escalated from there, and they got a manager involved, and I was recording the incident. And it was mostly that she was upset that she was being recorded. She said, "I'm throwing you off the airplane. You can't fly with us today." I kept pointing out to this woman, I kept saying, "Do you know that nobody has bothered to ask me if I have a condition that would prevent me from being able to fly?" Like that, we haven't even had this conversation. It was just, "You must wear a mask. This is the law." Now, I don't have emphysema, but I could have had emphysema, and they would never know it because nobody bothered to ask me the question.
Did you see this one from the National File? Seattle gave SoundCloud rapper turned chop warlord Raz Simone $80,000 to build a recording studio last year. How oppressed. So just another example of a black American getting free money. But it's tough.